Hi, my name is Greg Vischer, and I am the person that created PleasantonIronHorse.com, which is a grassroots effort to establish a coalition of people that would like to see changes made to the Iron Horse Trail that are more conducive and appropriate for the type of trail that we want to see coming through Pleasanton. So if you take a look at it today, the current alignment is actually along the Union Pacific right away. They've got it going down some roads today, specifically Owens, Las Positas, and Stone Ridge. They want to try to take it through the center section here where the Creekside Park and the Kaiser building and things like that. I have a much better, simpler solution that's actually not only more cost effective, but ends up in a much more deluxe trail, and I'd like to present that to you. So we take a look at the problem with the current system. It has to cross 5 major streets inside of 1.5 miles. Absolutely unprecedented. Anywhere else in the Iron Horse Trail, nothing like that. Even after we actually work our way across those challenges and spend millions or tens of millions of dollars on bridges and mid-block crossings, we're ended up with a disjointed set of trails that actually ends up going to Valley and Stanley, which is a whole new set of problems about how you actually bring it along that. And it's not a place that really is conducive to walking and riding. It's full of busy cars and lots of noise. I cycle out there all the time, and it's not a very attractive place. So in the end, we have two options in front of us. We can have a really disjointed, worst section in the Iron Horse Trail type of example, or we could possibly have a premier section that has all the amenities that would be of the first class one. And I think we deserve a real Iron Horse Trail. So if you take a look at my proposed solution path, I'll actually show you a map about this in about a second. But if you start along the Alamo Canal Trail and cross underneath 580, right behind the Dublin Library, you come out right next to Club Sport there. If you follow south along that Centennial Trail and go over that little tiny bridge that exists out there already today, you'll actually be able to turn left at the Arroyo Mocho, which goes right past the sports park out to Staples Ranch, and will eventually connect up with where Livermore plans to take their Arroyo Mocho Trail, which is right up to our city limits. And if you followed that all the way out, you'd end up all the way out in wine country. Just a beautiful trail. This is what it looks like, that section. And here's the 580 Alamo Canal Extension. You got Club Sport right there. Here's the Pleasanton Sports Park, Hart Middle School, Moore, etc. It's all along here. And this is 100% continuous. Not a single city street has to be crossed because it crosses underneath every single one of these: Santa Rita, Hacienda, Stone Ridge. All these streets actually get crossed underneath. So if you take a look at another example of a community that had to actually cross some busy roads, you take a look at what Pleasant Hill had to do. They had to, or excuse me, Contra Costa had to spend $12.7 million to cross Street Boulevard next to the Pleasant Hill BART station. I believe that just the single intersection of Santa Rita and Stone Ridge is almost something of equivalent size. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's an unsafe intersection today. It's got two right-hand turn lanes as you're turning onto Santa Rita. If people are trying to cross here through the intersections, someone's eventually going to get hit. We're going to have to build a bridge, and I don't want a bridge like that crossing our beautiful city. If we don't have to, especially considering that right there on that same intersection, there's an alignment that goes underneath the road. So it really solves the whole dilemma that we have of how do you get it through the Hacienda Business Park. It stays in the spirit of the Iron Horse Trail. It feels and looks nice. It's a great recreational area as opposed to something that's going through city streets and things like that. It provides a destination for us to go to. So rather than ending up at basically a freeway intersection out in Valley and Stanley, that's going to be again, a whole new set of issues around how do we get it around the corner and do it in a safe way. Instead, we follow a nice continuous trail that takes us all the way out to the Livermore wine country. Much better solution. So if you take a look at the amount of space that's inside of those Zone 7 canals and the Arroyo Mocho, it's got about 20 feet of space, which is more than enough to actually duplicate a design very similar to this, where you have a nice 10-foot wide asphalt path and a jogger path right next to it that's got crushed rocks, and it makes it very nice for the people who want to take a 5 or 10 mile run as well. So This is a picture of the Iron Horse Trail that is over next to Moore. This is a discontiguous section today, totally isolated. But the trail that I actually suggest, you'll notice in a second that it actually is right off of this intersection, so it even incorporates other pieces. It's a very simple implementation. The underpasses underneath all those roads, Stone Ridge, West Las Positas, Hop Yard, Stone Ridge again, and then Santa Rita, all of those will go underneath and they're there today. So simply a improvement of the path that's out there that's gravel today. A lot less expensive than trying to put in something like even a single signal light, let alone bridges and things like that. Very safe for people, large population that have easy access to it. There's already gates in place today. And again, I've said this a couple times, I'll say it again, it keeps in the spirit of the trail, which is a trail system. Here's a picture of the of the Hop Yard undercrossing. So this road right here goes underneath. This goes up to a gate that you can access. There's another one of these on the other side of Hop Yard as well. There's lots of different opportunities to plug back into the community through other canals. There's at least 3 or 4 other places where you can pop in and provide gate access. So this is a great way to actually integrate in. So I mentioned before that here's that discontiguous section of the Iron Horse that's existing over Moore today, and note how close it is to a path that actually goes all the way down and through Pleasanton. Look at all the gates of where people have access. So you notice over at Santa Rita here, there's a couple gates over here. Over at Hop Yard, another couple of gates. Club Sport has one. There's one for the sports park over here, and there's other canals. So, we could probably pay very easily up to right over here to Valley and never even disturb the beautiful section of Centennial Trail, but gain access to the Alameda County Fairgrounds and the Coal Center. I would love to be able to take my daughter on a bike ride all the way from our house to the Alameda County Fairgrounds. Again, it connects directly with the Alamo Canal, with the Livermore Arroyo Mocho Canal. This is a picture of where it is at Isabel, and this is right after that. There's a beautiful section that goes through that has a lot of just gorgeous tree sections, a small little creek. Allows for people to be able to safely bike to work. There's a lot of different options of way to actually get this to Pleasanton BART once you approach from the south. When you avoid those 2 intersections and you actually approach from the south, you can take it down Willow Road. Willow Road needs 2 blocks worth of bike lanes, and it would be a full connection right from the canal there. There's even a whole nother canal that you could potentially use, the Chabot Canal, that would, with some improvements, could actually provide a bunch of under street crossings. So in the end, this is a much better solution. It provides access to all of our facilities. A lot of the schools, Hart, Moore, Donald, and Fairlands, are only a block off the trail. Gets you to the business parks, it gets you to the sports parks, gets you to Club Sport, possibly even downtown, the fairgrounds. The skate rink is going to be right on the trail. The continuing life community that is going to have some seniors there that they can't walk on gravel trails. Again, this would be a great amenity for them as well. So these are all things that would benefit from a trail. So, sorry about that. I went back a slide. So if you want more information, please visit PleasantonIronHorse.com. Sorry for this link here. It actually I should have updated. That's how you got to this one. But PleasantonIronHorse.com, and thank you very much for your attention.